All right, hi Math 6 class. We are going to continue learning about what Miss Brown started with you yesterday, and that is writing equations that have a variable in them. Now we did a little bit of this in the last unit, but we know looking at yesterday's examples that this time when we write equations, they're going to include an equal sign. And later in this unit, we'll learn how to solve for the variable in these types of equations. So, as a reminder, yesterday Miss Brown reviewed this chart with you, which has a list of all of the keywords that can help us understand how to write equations when we see some of these keywords. As a reminder, this should be something that's in your practice journal. Please make sure that it is, and if it's not, please make sure to add it to the practice journal by pausing this video and making sure that it's written in. Real quickly, wanted to go over the exit ticket problems from yesterday. This is what you should have for your answers for yesterday. So question number 1, write the word sentence as an equation. 17 is 41 less than n. So we know is another word that can mean equals. So 17 equals, and we know less than means subtraction, but we do have to be careful with order with subtraction like we've said in the past. So since it's 41 less than n, we can tell that we would start with n minus 41. Now another way you could write this could be n minus 41 equals 17, because it's okay to switch them on either side of the equal sign, but that should have been your answer for yesterday. Question number 2, write the word sentence as an equation. 114 is 37 more than a number g. So for this one, again, we see that word is, which means equals, and more than, which tells us we're going to be having some addition here. So 114 is 37 more than or plus g. And then the last one, write an equation that can be used to find the value of x. Now we know here that we have a triangle. We can see the total area here is 108 centimeters squared. And if you remember from a previous unit, we know to find the area of a triangle, we take the base times the height and divide them by 2 to find the total area. So now we can substitute with what we can see in here. So our area, we can substitute in for the A. We know the total area is 108. And then the base we can see is 12. And we don't know what the height is, so we can just say 12x, since x is the variable there, and then divided by 2. So those should be your answers from yesterday. Again, you didn't need to solve for the variable, but we're just writing the equations. So as we continue on with today's, we're going to do a few more examples. So here's our first example for today. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger on the screen. There we go. A number h is decreased by 13 and it equals 20. So to write this, we first look for our keywords and our numbers here. So we know we've got a variable h. It is decreased by, which we can see means subtraction. It's decreased by 13, and that is, or equal to, 20. So now let's write our equation. So we have h decreased by 13 is 20. Okay, let's keep on moving on. Make sure in your practice journal now that you pause the video, and you're going to want to make sure that you write the problem we just did, and then circle the key numbers and underline the key words as well, and then show in your practice journal how you would solve this. So go ahead and pause the video right now to do that. Okay, here's another example that you can add to your practice journal. The Vikings gained 14 points in the second half of the game. They now have a total of 24 points. How many points did they have in the first half of the game? So we don't know how many points they had in the first half of the game, but we know they gained 14 points. So we're going to add 14 more points to that, and we know now that we have a total of 24 points. So we could say that they had some points, they gained 14, and now it equals 24 total points. Be sure to add this one to your practice journal as well. All right, we're going to do a couple more examples, so be sure to see the next slides for that.